Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Look, we all remember when Diana Taurasi made her now infamous statement about Caitlin Clark before she ever set foot in a WNBA game. There's levels to this thing, and reality is coming. At first, it seemed like a simple, experienced veteran offering advice to a rookie. But let's be real, there was something more behind those words. The way she said it, the confidence, the dismissiveness, it felt like more than just a warning. It felt like doubt. Like Taurasi, one of the greatest to ever play the game, wasn't just cautioning Clark about the transition to the pros. It felt like she was challenging her. It was as if she was saying, "You're not ready. This league is bigger than you. You're about to get a serious wake-up call." And with that one statement, Taurasi unknowingly set the stage for one of the most dramatic, career-defining moments in WNBA history.
Obviously, a lot was made of this matchup between yourself and Diana Taurasi. I know she's one of your idols. How big is it for you to get a win here against her today?
I'm just happy we won. It was cool to play against her, and obviously a really great game. And like you said, this crowd was absolutely incredible.
Diana Taurasi famously said reality is coming for Caitlin Clark when she gets to the WNBA. But the reality is, Taurasi also has a ton of respect for Clark, as she expressed following the Fever's win over the Phoenix Mercury in the first ever career head-to-head matchup.
Because Caitlin Clark, she wasn't just ready, she was about to take over. Imagine this, you're 22 years old. You've just finished one of the greatest college basketball careers ever. You hold records, championships, and the love of millions of fans. But now, you're stepping into a whole new world. A league filled with grown women who have been battling at the professional level for years.
By the way, Caitlin Clark has made some remarks about Diana Taurasi, and it seems the one player she had the most fun taking to the woodshed, and who could blame her after there's going to be a reality check. Yeah, you're right. You got swept by the rookie, destroyed, obliterated. Caitlin Clark made some comments, and she has come out and said, basically, crushing Diana Taurasi was her favorite part of last year.
And on top of that, you're not just any rookie. You're the rookie. The one the media has been hyping up. The one breaking jersey sales records before even playing a game. The one being called the savior of the WNBA before she's had a chance to prove a damn thing. And while all of that is happening, the greatest player in WNBA history just put a target on your back.
Yeah, again, reality checked. Yeah, she got a dose of her own medicine real fast, did she not? Talked all that trash, all of that trash. That didn't work out very well for you at all.
If there was ever a moment for Clark to buckle under the pressure, this was it. Fast forward a few months. The stage is set. Caitlin Clark versus Diana Taurasi. This wasn't just a regular season game. This was personal. Taurasi, the legend. The GOAT. The player who built the league. Clark, the future. The rising star. The player who was supposed to struggle. Fans were locked in. Social media was buzzing. Sports analysts were talking. And what happened? Clark dominated. Not only did she hold her own against Taurasi, she outshined her. She didn't just prove she belonged. She made it clear that she was here to change the game. Taurasi said reality was coming for Caitlin Clark. But let's look at what actually happened. Reality came for Taurasi. Clark didn't just compete, she embarrassed the Mercury. She swept Taurasi's team in their season series, 3-0. And then, to make things even wilder, Clark went and broke Taurasi's own rookie three-point record. Let that sink in. The player Taurasi said wasn't ready, she ended up rewriting Taurasi's own records. If that isn't the most poetic twist of fate, I don't know what is. And here's where the story takes an even more unexpected turn. Diana Taurasi, the same player who warned Clark that reality was coming, completely flipped her stance. After their game, she didn't throw shade. She didn't make excuses. She didn't downplay Clark's success. Instead, she acknowledged it. You know, greatness is going to translate, Taurasi admitted. She's proven that at every level, and I don't see it being any different in the WNBA. Excuse me? Is this the same Taurasi who was downplaying Clark months ago? Yup, because here's the thing about true greatness. It forces even the biggest doubters to acknowledge it. And Taurasi saw it firsthand. But here's where the impact of Caitlin Clark goes beyond just her battle with Taurasi. Because she didn't just silence a critic, she transformed an entire franchise. Before Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever were a team nobody cared about. They hadn't made the playoffs since 2016. They were at the bottom of the WNBA. After Caitlin Clark, playoff team, sold-out arenas, record-breaking viewership, the Fever became the most watched team in the league. And the WNBA? For the first time ever, it surpassed the NHL in average live viewers during the regular season. Think about that. A league that struggled for years to get mainstream attention? Suddenly, they were pulling numbers that rivaled some of the biggest sports leagues in the country. And the person behind all of that? Caitlin Clark. And while Clark's career was skyrocketing, Taurasi's? It was winding down. The minutes were getting shorter, the impact on the court wasn't the same, and the league was changing right before her eyes. She recently announced her retirement, marking the end of one of the most legendary careers in basketball history. 3 WNBA championships, 6 Olympic gold medals. Decades of dominance, Taurasi was the face of the WNBA. But in that final season, something changed. When Clark and Taurasi met on the court, something unexpected happened. A moment that told us everything we needed to know. After the final buzzer, Taurasi put her arm around Clark. That wasn't just a friendly gesture. It was a passing of the torch. Because in that moment, it was clear. Taurasi knew what the rest of the world already realized. Caitlin Clark wasn't just another rookie. She wasn't just a great player. She was the next face of the league. And reality? It didn't come for Clark. It came for everyone else. With Taurasi stepping away, the question is no longer, is Caitlin Clark ready? The question now is, how far can she take the league? The records are just getting started. The playoff runs are just beginning. And as for the critics, well, they'll have no choice but to keep watching. Caitlin Clark didn't just prove she belonged. She rewrote the script. And now, the WNBA's new era has officially begun.